I grew up in a school in England, in the Midlands. I hated team sports. I couldn't stand soccer. Didn't like rugby. Cricket bored me. Yeah, it was. There was nothing at school. I hated school. I got called names. The things I wanted to do, I wasn't allowed to do, like trampolining, badminton. You had to be one of the team players. And if you weren't one of the team players, and if you didn't belong in the A crowd, life was shit, and it really was. And people let you know. I mean, I was let know, called names, Nancy, Puff, Pansy. It just went on. Infant school wasn't much chop. Junior school was worse. High school was even worse. I was never in the in crowd. Then became a teenager, became an adolescent, left school, got a job. Told my parents at the age of 19 that I thought I was gay, and got the most amazing reception from them. They were awesome. They told me they loved me and they would always love me. My dad particularly was a very, for the first probably time I remember in my life, my dad was loving and said all the right words. And kind of confused me a bit, because it was illegal to be gay in those days, and I didn't want to be a criminal just based on who I loved and who I went to bed with. So I chose to get married. Married a fantastic person, and we were honest with each other from the beginning. She knew all there was to know about me. And 3 or 4 years later, it kind of wasn't right for us. And we separated, but we actually had a daughter, and my daughter's the proudest thing in my life, the thing that makes me the most proud and the most happy. And the interesting thing is, this It Gets Better project is really bang on. It's really exactly what happens, because you just don't think life can get any worse. And you get to the bottom. I never considered or contemplated suicide. But I did think that life was shit, and if this is how it was always going to be, I was going to be very miserable. And I can understand why there are some miserable people out there who never come to terms with who they are. But you say the right things, you find the right people, you find a niche, you make friends, and you realize just how many amazing, loving, lovely people there are out there who are not judgmental, who don't consider you a lesser human being. And trust me, you're not. You're no lesser a human being, and you're no less deserving of happiness and love. And you'll get it. You'll find it, as I did. Many different places, many different people. I have been close to some of the most amazing people on the planet that have ever walked. I'm proud to be able to call many of my friends, but they're just amazing people. And you can have a career. I mean, I was lucky. I chose to go down the health path, and in mental health, being non-judgmental, being seen as someone who's caring and accepting and tolerant and understanding, all those things. We pride ourselves on being that kind of people. But whatever path you choose, whatever career line, you'll attract the people based on your integrity and your honesty. You'll attract the people that you need and the people you want to be with. Whatever happens, no matter how bad it gets. And trust me, we all know it can be really bad. We've all felt that horror, that hopelessness. We've all felt that. But you live with integrity, you live with honesty, and eventually, when the time is right and it's safe, you live with pride when the time is right, not until. Don't put yourself in any danger. But you will eventually live with honor, integrity, and pride, and you will have an amazing life. Trust me. And all these other people that are making these videos and leaving these messages, it gets better. It gets so much better.